Matt Casket and the Breaks has a new record coming out. I did some guest vocals on that. And that record is insane. So are you familiar with Matt Casket?
Yeah. Yeah. I've heard of that project. And then there's just the band Casket too, right?
Right. So Casket was Matt's other, was his band with Stephen Long and then a bunch of other. Actually, there was a rotating list, but it was Stephen and Matt with the two guys on it the whole time, and then the bass players always rotated out. But really good band, phenomenal. But Matt Casket and the Breaks is great, and he's been working on this record for like a couple of years now, and I heard it. I've heard some of it now, and finally, it's like phenomenal. It's going to be it's going to blow people away. I'm really excited for him, and they've worked so hard on it, and it's going to be a really good record. So I'm really excited for them to drop that. And
hell yeah, that's great. And then beyond that, anything else that you we're working on?
No, just Tate Chalice, my stuff, those things. Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. I mean, shit, that's a lot. I did have a quick question about Western Settings. You guys have that EP that was like done with like 8-bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Who did somebody in the band do all that, or was there somebody else that did that for you guys?
So I work in bars, or I worked in bars before all this stuff happened. But one of my coworkers at one of the bars, he's also a musician and super rad guy, but he does that 8-bit stuff, and he showed me he had done it for a couple of his songs for his band, and he showed me, and I was like, this is so cool. And I was like, will you do it for Western Settings? And he was like, sure, I'll do it. So he's the one who did it. So we actually didn't do it.
Yeah, I thought that was so rad. Like I'll admit, like I was thinking, like, dude, I wonder if Tsunami Bomb should do this. That'd be like hella funny, you know? Like
it's so fun. It's so cool to like just to hear the songs in that on that like platform. You know what I mean?
Well, it's I mean, I'm not sure how old you are. Like I'm 42, and so I grew up like, you know, Nintendo, Atari, like original Nintendo, like. That stuff's ingrained in my brain, you know, and there's something very like familiar and like just cool about it that just makes me feel like, oh man, like that's so fun, you know, and
super nostalgic.
Is the entire like context of the song altogether, and like just adds this new dynamic to it.
Yeah, it's definitely neat. Yeah, I think some of my other friends, I mean, it's not that uncommon of a thing, you know. Like, I know a lot of bands do that, like. But